Guys, Carlo here. Welcome to the channel. This is where we talk about sneakers, life, and tech. And for this episode, we're going to talk about two things. So first up, I want to talk about Instagram giveaways and if they are legit or not. Especially the ones wherein influencers or creators say that you have to follow multiple accounts and then you get the chance to win like an iPhone or cash. I know what happens there because I was part of that. I joined a couple of contests as the creator promoting the giveaway, but I have decided to stop cold turkey and not do it anymore, and I'll share with you why. And then after that, I'll talk about the laptop that I've been using the last few days, which is the Huawei MateBook Pro X 2020. Super nice laptop. I just want to share with you guys my initial thoughts after using it as my daily driver for work from home in the last few, weeks. So if that interests you, let's go. Now, if you want to show the channel some love, please do give this video a thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up button down below. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button as well. And if you feel like it, please do share the video on Facebook and leave a comment down below on what you think on any of the two topics, be it influencer giveaways on Instagram or our topic talking about the laptop. The reason why I want to talk about Instagram giveaways is not because I want to knock anybody down or I want to drag anybody down, but I just want you to be fully informed as to what happens every time you join an Instagram giveaway like that where you're asked to follow like multiple accounts. And this again based on my experience, and I'm just sharing the reason why I decided to stop and why you should be informed of what happens. No, so first, are they legit? Do they actually give away the prizes that they say they do? Most of the ones that I've seen, especially the ones that I joined, are really 100% legit. So they make it a point to select the winner randomly. Your chances of winning are very low because the amount of people who join are in the thousands, maybe around 10, 20, 30, 40, 50,000. And you just have one entry or maybe like 5 entries. But come on, the chances of you winning that iPhone is very small, super minuscule. And it's kind of like winning the lottery. So you just have to accept the fact that when you join an Instagram giveaway, you're not guaranteed high chances of winning. But from what I've seen, they actually do give away the iPhone or they do give away the cash, and they make it a point to document everything and they post it on their social pages or for the creators who are part of those giveaways. Now, as a content creator or influencer, it's nice kasi you get like a lot of followers. You guys will be sharing your communities with one another because an influencer will tell, for example, his followers to follow another influencer, and that influencer will tell his followers to follow that influencer. So it's like sharing the community across multiple influencers. That I think was the intent or the goal of the giveaways. However, I feel like I after trying it for a few times, I realized that it wasn't for me. Now, it can be for some other influencers or content creators, but I realized specifically for my content and how I'm doing things, I couldn't do it anymore. And here are the reasons why. First and foremost, the accounts that usually get all the likes or the accounts that instigate the giveaways, and I'm not saying all, just some of the ones that I've joined, are actually sold. So what happens is they kind of like get everybody to follow like one main account, which is like the instigator, and then that account is sold for maybe tens of thousands of pesos depending on how many followers that particular account has. Now, am I comfortable with that? To be honest, no, because it's not properly disclosed to the users that they are following an account that will eventually be changed to that will be sold. So I think disclosure is a big thing, that you have to be honest and that you have to be transparent, right? And second, I'm not sure if it's okay with the policies of Instagram. I'm really not sure. I don't think it is. Maybe it is, but maybe it's a gray area. But I'm not sure if it's allowed by Instagram to do that. So that's the first reason. The second reason is that I realized that a lot of the people who follow the multiple accounts will eventually unfollow you anyway because they followed specifically multiple accounts to be able to win a particular gadget. It's not because they were interested in what you were posting about as a creator. So what happens is after the contest dies down, they start unfollowing you. So your follower count goes up because of the contest, then it goes down. Then you have to join another contest to keep that going up, or otherwise it'll keep sliding down, 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 and down. And that might not be a healthy thing, especially if you're talking to brands, right? And if you're talking to your partners. And the only way for you to keep on growing after that point is for you to constantly join giveaways. And I felt that, again, that wasn't something I was comfortable with. And on that point, I realized and I saw, based on the numbers, that the engagement weren't as high. So engagement is like the number of people who comment, like, and share your post. So if you join a giveaway as a creator, and a lot of other creators like send their followers to you, if you're not like part of like one niche, one community, one industry, they will not like, share, comment on your post because they don't know you. They only know you because you were part of the giveaway. I mean, there's no proper introduction. They don't know where you came from. They don't know your story. And that, I think, again, is another point of concern. So ultimately, we go down to the question, do I recommend that you guys still join Instagram giveaways of influencers and content creators? My answer to that would be, it really depends on you. If you want to take your chances, then go ahead and do so. Maybe at least now you are fully informed as to what is actually happening to that account that you are following and what it is that you're getting into by joining giveaways like those, like the low chances of winning, but you can still win because it is legit. Number two, you know that like sometimes the instigator accounts, they are being sold, their names are changed. So don't be surprised if you wake up one day, you're scrolling through Instagram, and then you find yourself following a brand that you never followed in the first place, or a shop, or whatever. And for the content creators watching the video, should you join? Should you be part of Instagram giveaways like that? Depends on you. At least now you know what's happening. You fully disclosed what happens to the account, fully disclosed all the mechanics, at least from my experience and what I saw. So based on that, make your own decision. Yeah, that's it for the first part of the vlog, which is all about Instagram influencer giveaways. Now, for the second part of the vlog, I want to talk about the laptop that I've been using the last few days, which is the Huawei MateBook Pro X 2020. Now, there are three things that I'm loving about this laptop after using it for for a week now as my daily driver for my work from home setup here at my condo. The first thing is, it's literally like a MacBook, but Windows inside. So that's the feel. The sandblasted aluminum casing, the sleekness, the coolness. I mean, it is just superbly designed and done and crafted. It is a piece of work. I can leave it at that. It's a gorgeous, stunning laptop done by Huawei. And if you are somebody looking for like a premium, top-level Ultrabook that's super portable, that looks amazing, and that has that power and that gorgeous display, then you might want to consider this. And of course, you have to be kind of loaded because it is kind of expensive. It sells for like 120,000, so it's not for everybody, obviously. And the second thing that I'm loving about it is the display. Man, the display, they made it borderless, almost borderless. What they did was they took the webcam, which is at the top, and they put it as a pop-up button on the keyboard. Now, the bad thing about that is that when you're doing video calls, it kind of looks weird because it's peeping up your nostrils. And I'm not sure that's something that you want when you're doing video calls. But the workaround to that, obviously, is you use like a standalone webcam. But that might be a bit of a pain in the, just a pain generally. So, but the trade-off is that you get the full display, like no black edges, just very minimal bezels. And it's just a joy to watch content on if you're watching YouTube, if you're watching Netflix, if you're watching whatever it is that you're watching, or if you're just surfing and enjoying the display. The 3K display, man, stunning, beautiful, sobrang panalo. By the way, the display is also multi-touch, and they're actually calling it full view because, minimal bezels along the edges of the screen. In terms of performance, I have no complaints. Now, I don't do gaming on my laptop. The only game that I play right now, I only play 3 games on my mobile phone. I play NBA 2K20, I play Dead Trigger 2, and I play One Punch Man. Those are like the only 3 games that I've been playing the last few weeks ever since the lockdown happened. I probably get back into more hardcore gaming once the PS5 arrives, but until then, I think I can still just stick to my One Punch Man daily routine on my phone. By the way, we have a club or a clan or a guild. Check it out. The name of the clan is 721. My name in the game is Carlo Ople. Hit me up, add me as a friend, join the club. But that said, in terms of performance, I really have no complaints because most of the stuff I do is really content consumption and content creation. Mostly on PowerPoints, Word documents, I've been writing a book, so I've been using it primarily as the machine to write my book on. So I think the specs are overkill for what I'm using it for. I mean, it has, let me just read it off here so I don't make a mistake. It has like the Intel i7 processor, 16 gigabytes of RAM, 1 terabyte SSD storage. I mean, it even has like the NVIDIA GeForce MX 250. It's just overkill. I mean, it's overkill for what I'm using it for. And maybe that's what you would have to think about if you're going to buy the device. Maybe you should be more into, I don't know, like maybe like video editing and photo editing if ever you want to, maximize this particular machine. And I'll probably get to that as the weeks go by, as the days go by. Those are like my initial observations of the Huawei MateBook Pro X 2020. I'll do a more comprehensive review later this week, so please do watch out for that video when it drops, most likely Thursday or Friday. But hey, if you already want to buy one and if you have the cash, you have the money to spend, again, it is kind of expensive, I'll put a link down below where you can buy it from Lazada. And with that said, that wraps up our vlog for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys learned something. And as usual, peace, God bless. What's up? Boom.